Hello, Enid, and welcome to Superheroes. That's the theme of our show today. And so we would like to welcome you to another city update. My name is Larissa, and with me today is Scott Morris, Assistant City Manager, and Chelia with CDSA. And so she's going to be sharing some super fun information about Superhero Saturday. I know we've told you about that in the previous weeks before. And so before we jump into all of that, I would like to know who y'all's superhero is.
Man of Steel. Superman.
I don't know why I was going to ask you who Man of Steel was. I should know that. Who's your superhero?
Mine would be Batman.
You know, I have so many, but I think like She-Ra or Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel, you said that. Black Widow is a really good one too.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, we're going to go ahead and jump into the quality of life issues and the events that are going around town. So the first thing we're going to highlight is Superhero Saturday. And so, Chelia, would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I sure would. The Superhero Saturday event was brought to us through our Early Childhood Coalition, which is a group of folks that serve the early childhood community, whether it be helping young children with disabilities or health department or childcare, any kind of early childhood area. They have come together and formed a coalition. And so one of our activities for this year was to highlight Week of the Young Child. And Week of the Young Child is supported through NAEYC. And it's a national program that really wants to bring awareness to the community about the importance of early childhood education. And really that those early years are the best learning years, and that families and the community can really make a difference in a child's life and their future learning. So we decided that our big event would be Superhero Saturday. So this Saturday we're going to be having something at Meadow Lake Park. We're going to have all kinds of superheroes there. Our biggest part of the event is to engage families with their children in activities. So we'll have lots of activities set up for them to do. There'll be free paddle boats and some of the activities that are normally at the park.
Sorry, Chelia, did you say free?
Free. I did.
Free. That's amazing.
Thankfully, it's all free. We have a lot of sponsors for our event, and they have provided all of this free of charge to any families that come out. And so we really look forward to seeing some really neat things there. The superheroes will be there. There'll be some big machinery like fire trucks and the SWAT cars. So it'll be really cool.
Still planning on a petting zoo?
We're going to have a petting zoo.
And ice cream?
Yes, ice cream.
Free ice cream?
Free ice cream?
Free ice cream.
Did you say you are going to have ice cream and it's free?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm there.
So we want everybody to come out, and the kids and family members as well. Dress up. Put your cape on, get your mask on. If you don't have one, come by my booth. We'll have masks that you can make. So lots of really cool stuff.
That's great. I was just thinking back to one of our previous council meetings. I believe the mayor had a proclamation for Week of the Child. Were you there and accepted that proclamation?
Yes, I did attend that meeting on the 15th and accepted that. It was great to see the community rallying around Week of the Young Child and helping us bring awareness to that. Also, at the event, I didn't mention we're going to have some health fair resources that everyone will be able to take home, some goodies in a goodie bag, and some higher ed booths there with Job Corps also there, so that the adults and the families can also be looking at some things that our community is offering right now.
That is capturing all the angles, isn't it?
Everything. We got it all.
So from what I understand, as we were talking about free, but there's also a free lunch as well?
Yes, the Salvation Army is bringing in hot dogs for us, and we'll have water to keep you cool. I think the weather's supposed to be great for the day.
All right.
Well, that's a lot going on.
That's exciting.
For sure. Get out and enjoy the nice weather. And so don't forget, it's at North Meadow Lake Park, and it's from 9 to noon?
Yes, 9 to noon.
And so adults and children dress up. So
Yes.
if you have any questions, how can they get a hold of you?
They can reach me at CDSA. My name is Chelia Armour, and the phone number there is 242-6131. I'm extension 102.
Very good.
That is a information-packed presentation for sure. And so there's a few other things going on in the community as well, and so let's go ahead and talk about that. So the library has always got some stuff going on, but right now they have a poetry submission. The deadline is April 30th, so it's the end of this month. Now this is an all ages welcomed event, so if you want information on that, then go to enid.okpls.org, or you can go by the library itself and get that information, or you can call their number at 234-6313. And so that's fun. And they have a ton of other events going on all through the month, and so that you can also go in there and get their calendar as well. And so Parks and Rec is always doing something so fun. And so this year, or this coming month for April, they're doing an EGApalooza. Now, there's so much information that I'm just gonna have to read it for you. Okay, so EGApalooza is gonna be at Crossland Park, and it's April 16th from 1 to 4, and they have a lot of things going on as well. So from what I understand, they have prizes, and these are prizes like bicycles and art stuff and like Easter baskets and things like that. And so how you win those is you come and you collect eggs within your age category, which they have 4 age categories. They have 0 to 2, they have 3 to 5, they have 6 to 7, and 8 to 10. And so you'll get an egg, and hopefully it'll have a golden ticket in it. And that golden ticket is your way to winning some of these prizes that they're giving away. And so that's exciting. And in addition to that, they're doing called Dollar Dogs, which is dollar hot dogs. And so that's exciting too.
I was getting excited when you said golden ticket. I thought that maybe they were giving away a trip to the chocolate factory.
I know.
But, you know, a free bicycle would be pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially for those kids that need them. And so, but there's going to be like candies and toys inside the eggs, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, that's going to be April 16th from 1 to 4 at Crossland Park. And you can also go online to enid.org, excuse me, /park events, and you can see all the other events that we have going on and that are coming up, so you can plan to attend those as well. And then the Outlaws. Let's talk about the Outlaws. Aren't you an Outlaws fan?
You know, I like the Outlaws. I haven't been to a game this year, so
Well, you've been
I know
kind of
that
busy,
Gerald
though.
has season tickets. I know that Chief Skaggs goes to every game. Several other people, City of Enid employees that I know go to all the games, and I need to go and go to one this year, but I have not been to one yet. So,
Well, don't worry, because they have some more games coming up. They have games this week on Friday and Saturday. I do know that this past weekend they had a win. It was 114 to 86, and so that's exciting. And so if you want to know more information about tickets and things like that, go to enidoutlaws.com, and that will give you the down low on all of those fun things. And so actually, we're going to move into some of the street closures. And so I do know that there's an emergency water outage today, and that is on South 4th Street from East Ohio Avenue to East Steel Street, and then as well as on East Moore Avenue from South 2nd Street to Leona Mitchell Boulevard. That service is expected to be restored by 4 p.m. And then we also have the removal of both center medians on West O&K Garriott and South Cleveland Street. They are going to be also installing some flashing yellow lights in that intersection. And so that is going to last 2 more weeks. And then over on South Lincoln Drive for concrete repairs, that began on March 28th, and that's going to last 3 weeks. And then there's a water main installation on South Grand and Garriott intersection, and they're tying in a new water line, and that's going to last 3 weeks as well. And so, and then let's see, over on South Grand, that intersection is going to be closed. You can't make a right-hand turn onto O&K. And so they're just doing so much to make our city better. Over on Kenwood Boulevard and North Jefferson Street, they're replacing a water line. So be aware of that area that's going to be closed. And then, so that's all that we have.
Now let's back up.
Okay,
we
back
may not
up.
have a press release out on it yet, but the intersection of Oakwood and Randolph
Okay.
has a major issue with it right now. I believe over the weekend, a utility provider has hit a 30-inch water main, and so that's not going to be a quick and easy repair. That's probably going to take most of this week to be repaired. So if you're in that Oakwood area and headed south towards Garriott on Oakwood, when you get to Randolph, you'll be forced to either turn right or left right there. And so hopefully we'll get that repaired as soon as we can. I know it's of utmost importance because that's one of our main water sources into the city. And so be careful when you're in that intersection. And if we don't have a press release on that, I'm sure we'll have one out soon because that just happened over the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for letting us know. And then, so there's the internship opportunities. Now, today, I do believe is the deadline to get your application in for that. And so if that's something that you want to do, enid.org/careers is where you need to go to take advantage of that. I understand that the internship opportunities for the city of Enid are fantastic. And so don't miss out on that. These are some of the engineering, environmental services, public relations, public utilities, and video production is the opportunities that are available. We also have some board vacancies. I know we've talked about that. And those are, I believe there's deadlines for those as well. And you can go to enid.org/board application to find more information about those vacancies that might be of interest to you. And then we have the City Commission coming up. Did you want to talk about that?
You bet. All right, on our study session, we've got several things we'll be talking about. That's tomorrow night, the 5th, at our 401 West Garriott, Martin Luther King Jr. Complex. At 5 o'clock, the study items we'll be talking about is an update on the Call Water Supply Program, an update on our financial audits that we receive every year, and we're going to be discussing sign ordinance updates. And then on the regular meeting at 6:30, there will be an agenda item, and there will be a hearing and an ordinance for a new sign ordinance. So we'll talk about it in study session, and then it will be there will be a hearing and an ordinance. And then there's an update on the Great Plains Bank building at 401 West Broadway. So we'll be talking about that tonight in study session, and I'm sure that will be an interesting topic. The roof replacement is on tomorrow night's agenda at the 6:30 meeting, and so that will be something that will be talked about for sure. So that will wrap it up for the study session. Then we have the regular commission meeting that will kick off directly after at 6:30. And several things to note that will be on this one. We normally have our proclamations and different things that we do at the beginning. There'll be an Arbor Day proclamation, and then we're talking about those opportunities to be involved in the community and be a part of a board. And so there will be considering appointment to the Metropolitan Area Planning Commission, MAPC. So they'll fill a few slots there. The EJRT, Enid Joint Recreation Triad Board of Directors, they'll be considering appointments for that, and for the Enid Park and Recreation Board. So those are three of them that will be filled tomorrow night. There are several items in community development that we've been talking about at MAPC, and in the study session on last month's was at 1502 South 4th Street. Forgotten Ministries has several projects that they are wanting to do, and they have created some PUDs, so public unit development, so that they can do some different projects. So they'll be doing one for a ropes course, one for some tiny homes, and one for a men's transitional housing unit that are in that area, and a couple of other final plats that will be on the agenda. And then we have, I guess, We talked about the sign ordinance, and then we'll be talking about CDBG. So they're talking about possibly extending that and making that 6 members instead of 5. So they'll be talking about that. And then possibly a tax increment district. So very interesting. A lot of different things on the agenda. So there's many items in our consent items as usual. So if you have any questions or want to know more about it, you can find our agenda online. You can watch our meetings online, or you can just be there at 5 o'clock tomorrow night for study session and 6:30 for the regular meeting. And as usual, if you want to sign up and have public comment, we have a way for you to do that.
Wonderful. So that's about all that we have, but we do have C-Click Fix. We do talk about that. So the service helps you to submit service requests and request Enid public transit for a ride. And so if you have any questions about that, feel free to call our offices, 616-7258, or you can call the city admin. You can also go online and access that or download it on your phone. If you have any questions, feel free to just reach out. If you want to stay connected with what's going on with your city and what we are doing and the events and everything like that, then stay connected with our social media accounts such as Roku, Fire TV, Instagram, Facebook, all over the place. And so we have really enjoyed our time with you today, and we hope that you have learned something really fun. And thank you for being here with me, and this has been a lot of fun. And other than that, we hope that you have a wonderful day, and we will see you next week.